Hi web leaders, here is a review of day 2 for this month's lessons. So again, we're talking about being a good sport and make sure that you are wearing your shirt just as you did yesterday, and also make sure that you're engaging with the 6th grade students during that time before 8 o'clock. You are going to want to set up the circle again, so just like the other day, you're going to want to do that either with chairs or make sure to create a space on the floor where everyone can sit in a circle. Once you do that, again, making sure that you're engaging with the 6th graders inside the classroom, and as soon as the bell rings, closing the door to your MA and listening to the announcements and modeling that appropriate behavior. As soon as you do that and that's done, you can go on to the activity. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to actually read a scenario to the 6th graders. So the scenario is located on the lesson plan, so do make sure that you're reading that, and I'll read it accordingly. And so what you will do is read the following scenario. So in the final moments of a soccer game that is tied 1-1, a penalty kick is granted to the opposing team over a tripping call made by the referee. Instead of a tie, the opposing team can win if they score the penalty kick. The goalie misses a shot and your team loses. In the locker room, your teammates tease the goalie for being scored on and complain about how the referee was unfair. So once you've read the scenario to the 6th graders, we want you for the rest of the time to be able to discuss the scenario and what went on. So definitely engage them in a lot of conversation, and don't just get one person answering. Make sure that you're asking follow-up questions, and we'll give you some follow-up questions now that you can work through. But again, there are many other follow-up questions, so feel free to add your own. So the follow-up questions that we have here, and again, they're listed on your lesson plan, but do review them and be ready for these questions. Where in this scenario do you see places of unsportsmanlike conduct? And we want to make sure that you're talking about both the treatment of the goalie as well as the referee. So do note both of those. The second question is, what would you do or say if you heard your teammates teasing the goalie or complaining about the referee? The third question could be, has anyone ever witnessed or participated in something like this at a game or an event? And then the last question, and this is an interesting one, it's was it justifiable? Is it ever justifiable? And why or why not? So we do want you to discuss these questions, but again, you might have others that you want to check in with them about, so feel free to add your own and really make sure that they're talking about this pretty actively. After that, you should be close to the end of the lesson, and then at that point you can say something like, although many people see winning as the most important thing, really it's the atmosphere that you compete in that matters in the long run. Good sportsmanship matters both on and off the field. So after that, the bell should be ringing. Make sure that you put the chairs all back in their original places, and then you're saying goodbye and smiling and high fives, whatever you do to say goodbye to your 6th graders. Make sure you're the last to leave. And then at that point, you're going to want to return your supply bags to either one of the web facilitators or the web box that's located in the main office. So again, I hope that this has been helpful. If you have any questions, reach out to us. Thanks so much, guys.